Hello, beautiful souls. Hello, hello. How is everybody? I hope everybody's Memorial weekend is going good. Today, I just wanted to show you this beautiful campsite I've been at for just last night. I'm just staying this night too, and then we're heading back to a different campsite. But here, we are nice and high up in elevation. We are about 5,900 feet up elevation. We are literally amongst all of the mountain peaks and above all the clouds. It's really cool. Well, while in the valley, it's in the 90s. Over here, it is in the beautiful 60s. Or actually, it's been literally 59 degrees all day, but because of the sun, it doesn't feel so cold. But there's this beautiful breeze, this beautiful geology. We're in you know what? I actually don't remember which campsite I'm at, but there is like 4 or 5 conjoined campsites around here, and all of them have like about 85 to 90 sites each one. So this is a really big area that we're in, and believe it or not, this place was so busy. It was so busy. All the sites were full when I got here. And we got here, and when I was passing by this area and I saw this spot that was available, and I was like, oh, that's a nice spot. There's no shade, but it's a beautiful, beautiful spot. And so I took it. And now it's opened up, actually. Some of my neighbors have left. Some new neighbors have came. There's some spots that I see open. So there's definitely people who have left, which I'm so happy about. There were so many people here that people get very disrespectful. Oh, y'all, people get disrespectful out here, okay? Like, you see, this is my site right here. That's my table and everything. And that's my fire pit. And like yesterday and today, there was not just kids, first it was kids, they come into my literal campsite, that there was kids running and playing right over here, in my area, and not even around it, right in my area. And I felt awkward, and so, and then the adults come, and then instead of the adults being like, hey, children, don't go in other people's campsites, instead of saying something, they would come and join them in, and then they were sitting up on this rock over here on my site, and they just kept howling the whole time, ow, to the people in the campsite down below, in the hill down below. Because down in the hill over here, there's other campsites too. So I was just like, really? You can't do this anywhere else? And my neighbors were sitting in their area, and they were just staring at them like, who are these people and why did they come here? And I was just like, what the hell? They're freaking out Juliet, my fur baby Juliet. And so they were freaking her out because of the yelling, because, and she was finally calm. And she's okay, she's all good, but still, those people were very annoying, very annoying. And then today, there was another family who decided to come and crawl up on the rocks, as you see right here next to me. And again, it's so weird, And for the first time ever camping, I decided to not have my windshield cover on, as you see, because I was like, oh, look at this beautiful view in front of me. Why would I have my windshield cover when it's just this beautiful mountain view? Well, lesson learned. Now I know there are many reasons why I should still have that cover on. I have the little curtains that close, so I've been using that to when I need to use the bathroom or something. But it's weird, people do not go and infringe on other people's campsites, don't do that. If there's no one at the campsite, then okay, who cares? But if there is literally someone staying there, leave them alone. Have some manners, it's not very hard to have manners, okay? So, yeah, just had to say that. But other than that, this is a beautiful area. We had to get used to the elevation for sure. And me, definitely, I was having a headache yesterday because of we're pretty much 6,000 feet up. So I definitely had a lot of getting used to with all of this. Can we just check this tree out? I absolutely adore this tree. There are these beautiful like bonsai trees over here. And that's why I didn't want to back into my site, because if I backed in, then I would be facing towards where the sun is facing. And over here, you see I have my area open here. This is my main door, and we're in the shade right by this beautiful tree. It's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful. I will post photos of it that I have, and it's absolutely just, it's magical. I don't know, it's been spiritually speaking to me. But yeah, I'm gonna walk around a little bit because this spot is really gorgeous. We're in the Angeles National Forest, and I definitely recommend coming up here, because even though it was very busy, because there were a lot of spots available, I was able to still find a spot on Memorial Weekend. So, ooh, nice. There's new people here. Oh, that's so cool. There's Sprinter vans. So yeah, it's cool. There's Sprinter vans. Look how beautiful this view is over here, everybody. Look at this. This is absolutely gorgeous. And it's so nice and peaceful. It's so nice and peaceful. I absolutely love it. The other campsite that we were at in my last video, if you haven't checked it out, definitely go and check it out. But in my last video, there was literally, it was so busy that people were infringing their tents into my campsite. It was that busy. So over here felt really nice and a lot more secluded. So I really like that. It's more private. This is beautiful. This is a gorgeous area. I just wanted to show all of you this. This is so nice. So yeah, we get out tomorrow. Our checkout is tomorrow. And then we're going to the campsite again in San Bernardino Forest, National Forest. So we will be going from one national forest to another. But I also, ooh, sorry, my microphone got hit, so I apologize. But yeah, so I also have some errands to run tomorrow, and I also want to try to grab a quick shower if I can. And those days seem to take long, but it's okay. I don't really have to worry about that because I already have like a paid campsite. Like it's already paid for. So, and it's cool because it's only $15 a night. So I absolutely love that. So that's clutch. You'll be surprised out here in California if you are like planning on coming to visit. You know, just be aware, you know, and be prepared that there's definitely going to be, it's going to be costly. And to next year, 2026, so they are closing 2 of our oil refineries here. And so gas is about to go all the way up over $8 a gallon. They've already warned everyone on the news. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out for. So definitely with those high gas prices and also high camping fees, you're definitely going to be paying a pretty penny to come and visit California for any reason. And campsites, if you have a big RV, then it's going to be even more costly for you. Also because, well, you're gonna have to go to spaces that are big spaces and stuff. So RV resorts, if there's a resort in that name, it's gonna be more than $100 a night. So it's definitely as costly as staying at a hotel in a lot of these places. There's even some group campsites that cost over $100 a night. So yeah, there's a lot of places that, you know, they cost a pretty penny, you know, to be at. Over here where I'm at Angeles National Forest is $20, and you can't pay ahead of time. You come and you just pay at the kiosk at the entrance, And that's pretty much how you get your spot. And then you, I guess, from my understanding is, because it is my first time paying this way, so I was a little bit confused about it, but I guess you pay at the pay station, and then you leave part of the paper, and like you write like when you're leaving and then the site number, and you like leave it on your window. So that's cool. One issue I did have here, one big issue I had is that for paying. So I didn't have 20s or change on me. I had a big bill, so paying was a little bit of a mission, and the ranger didn't have any change either. So that was a bit tricky. So, because any change I had used, and so I had the money, but they didn't have a way to take my payment, you know. So that was a little bit problematic and concerning. And then the ranger, she was really nice. She's really nice. She's a nice lady. And she also let me know that, yeah, like that's a big problem. A lot of people, like they have that issue happen a lot with people, where they come to pay, but there's no change. So they have the money to pay, but there's no way to like make change or whatever. And then there's no way to like pay with your credit card or anything. And so that's also problematic. And so, yeah, so just something to keep in mind, keep 20s on you. But yeah, I have been getting really, really beautiful and peaceful night's sleep here. And it's been really, really nice. I mean, this is just so magical up here. I love the rocks and the geology, and then also all of the different trees that are over here. There are like different bonsai type of trees, and I'm just like, I'm loving it. Like, you know, this tree up over here, I love that so much. And it's not the only one. There's a lot of them dispersed throughout here. And like, here's a small one that's growing. I'll walk to it, but I'm really loving these trees so much. And it's just so sad also, because when you're coming up here, you see all the areas where it's been on fire. So here's a smaller one that's growing. And there's another one. I don't know if it's showing in the video. There it is. But yeah, there's a lot of them, and they're really beautiful. I love them a lot. They're really beautiful. Whew. I was walking, and so I got out of breath. But yeah, this place is so absolutely gorgeous. Let me turn it around. Look how gorgeous this is. This is all just so beautiful. Ugh, I love these trees. They're so beautiful in person that they almost look fake. It's so crazy. Like, look at the wood. It's just so beautiful. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Look at this wood. Look how gorgeous that is. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? And then there's a bunch of these little things growing on it. I haven't discovered what it is. So if you do know what it is, definitely let me know in the comments down below, because I would really love to know. But yeah, usually this place is full of snow. I wonder if they have it or leave it open while it snows over here. I wonder. I am not sure. But it is just so absolutely gorgeous. I love it here. And just their air and the fresh air is so beautiful too. It's really nice fresh air. It's just like, oh, just feels good. And to think all of this, you know, is usually covered in snow in the winter. Oh, how beautiful that must be. So gorgeous. I love how high up we are in elevation. I kind of feel like I'm cheating, but but I am. I'm running away from the heat as much as I can. This coming Friday, the campsite we're going to be at is going to be 90 degrees. And the spot that I got this time around is not under any trees, because in another video, I also let you all know, like I let y'all know, hey, like I was having a spider problem. There was a spider lost in my car. And so, oh, sorry, I hit the microphone again. I apologize. And so I was like, I don't want to go by a tree again like that, you know, like underneath a tree. So even though they supply shade, they give the creepy crawlies into your car. So I decided to get a spot that's more open, which means no sun coverage other than my window covers, of course, but those only can go so far. So that's going to be very interesting. But yeah, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. If it gets too hot over there, one of the good things is it's not too high up in elevation, and it's very easy to come and go over there to and from like the gas station or food places or stuff like that. So that'll be cool. That'll be cool. I really miss the winter time. If you ask me, I really rather go camping when it's cold out, honestly. In the heat, I don't like it. All my drinks are also like a mission to cool down and everything too. And it's just, it sucks, you know, it really does suck. Oh my God, hold on. I hope there aren't ants biting me. Oh my God. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, I mean, it just gets too hot, and then it's so hard to keep my drinks like cold, you know. I don't drink any soda or anything like that. I just drink sparkling water and water. And in the wintertime, everything's just naturally cold, you know. And so I really like that a lot. It's like a natural refrigerator. But in this weather, it's not. And I don't have a dual zone fridge thing. I only have one, and I use that as a freezer, and it's full of my baby girl's food, and I don't have room for anything for me in there. There's just ice packs and then her food that has to be kept frozen. And then I have a 17-quart cooler, and then I rotate my ice packs like that. And so I wish I had a dual like freezer fridge thing, but it also has to fit in my car, and I don't think those big things would fit in my car, like a 30-quart or more. I don't think that's gonna fit in the car at all. So I don't really know about that. So I'm just making do with what I got for now, I guess. And yeah, it's been nice though. Over here it's been really nice, and you know, it gets so nice and cold at night. So my baby girl also loves it when it's cold. She hates it when it's too hot outside. So she's very thankful for the cold as well. And whenever I can, I do try to like, you know, have AC a little bit going for her whenever I can. But I try not to do that too often. But it is really hot, you know, so just trying to live out here. Just trying to live out here. It's so gorgeous. It's so beautiful over here. Oh, and there's bears also that frequent here, by the way. So the last thing I'll leave all of you with is that little information. So it does, it is very high up in elevation. So it does get frequented by bears a lot over here. So I keep everything and all my trash in the bear canister, and I do not leave this hanging overnight. I go and I throw it away in the trash can. There is a trash bin with some bathrooms, but I don't use their bathrooms. I have my own, so I just use the trash bins. I just really need trash bins when I'm camping and out here. The only real important thing for me is trash bins, to be honest. As long as I have access to that, I'm good. All the other necessities are not really that important. But yeah, I'm just trying to like keep an eye out too for bears, but at the same time, I would love to see one, but from far away, like a safe distance. I'm really good with animal behavior. And so it would be really nice to see one from far away and to get some nice photos of it. But yeah, you know, be careful what you ask for. I would love to see it though. Come on, bear, little teddy bear. Imagine. Oh my God. But yeah, it would be cool to see one from a safe distance though. That would be really cool, and you know, take some pictures. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave you all. Oh, and one more thing I'm gonna leave you all with too. The Starlink seems to be working a lot nicer here with phone calls, and I'm able to log into work here. So I like that a lot. And I have it set up right there. If you see it, it's right there. And because there's open skies, I think that's why it's not giving me an issue. So the other campsite, I keep complaining about my calls that constantly get dropped, and I don't get emails or text messages or anything like that from my Starlink connection. Like, it's really bad at the campsite we're going to be going to tomorrow. You know, we're going to be there for like a week, but Starlink really does suck over there. You know, constantly when I talk on the phone, every 2 minutes the calls get dropped, and then I have to call back, or the call just like goes mute, you know? And so either we can't hear each other, or I can't hear you, or you can't hear me, you know, and then the call gets dropped, and then it says, or it says like there's no network or something. My phone's not connected to a network, so I can't make calls even though Starlink is on. And so it's just like a little bit of tree coverage, and the Starlink just gives a huge issue. Like the streaming and all of that will work, downloading will work, and watching shows will work, but as far as like actually like being reliable to allow you to talk on the phone and text messages, get emails, and be functional, no, a little bit of tree coverage and everything is just dropped all the time, and you don't get it. Everything is messed, you know. And as you see here with the big open skies from over there, as you see, you know, there's no tree coverage here. And that's the only thing. Like even my parents, when, you know, they were surprised, they were like, oh, what happened that our call isn't getting dropped? We're talking like flawlessly, you know, like without the call being dropped. I was like, yeah, I noticed that too. I was like, you know, I'm like, I've been noticing that since I've been here, like the calls are not dropping, you know? And then I started telling them, like, I think it's because of the tree coverage. So there's still trees, but not like completely blocking the view completely. So yeah, I think that's a huge thing. So if you are using Starlink, or if you are just getting a Starlink of any kind, like, because the Mini is advertised to work like a lot better and through a lot more blockages than all the other ones. Oh, sorry. And so I hit the microphone again. I apologize. So, you know, that it is advertised to supposedly like you can even put it there and drive with it and it'll work while you're driving. But I really find that part a little hard to believe. So just keep that in mind, that if there's a lot of tree coverage, there's going to be issues. Now, if you're someone who's just in the desert a lot or something, with somewhere that there aren't a lot of trees, then you may not have that issue, which lucky is all I have to say to that. Oh, I'm here, honey. I think Juliet's calling me. She doesn't like it when she can't see me. Honey? Mommy's here. Where are you? Hi. I'm here, honey. Mommy's here. Aw. So she doesn't like it when she can't see me, when she doesn't have eyes on me for a while. So like that, I was walking around for you guys for a little bit, and she didn't see me for that little bit, and she didn't like it. When it's not just because we're out here that she's like that. She's out there. She's out there. She's like that even when we're home. So when we're at the house and she's in one room and I'm over there doing something, if like, you know, she's next to me and then I move to another room to get something done, that she always comes crying after me like that. She's always like, meow, like, where'd you go, mama? And I always have to be like, I'm here, baby. I have to like talk to her and let her know and come and let her see me. So yeah. Even, yes, cats are very loving, okay? So people don't really realize that, but yeah, cats are very loving and they definitely don't like to be left alone. They do not. They're very social. But anyway, So yeah, with the Starlink, there was just that I wanted to tell all of you about. So I do like that the Starlink is really reliable here to make calls and everything. And so I've been able to work here. So I really like that, you know. Go figure, you know. I was like at 2,300 or something elevation, not able to get it to function. Here I am at almost 6,000 elevation and it works so well. It's so funny. I'm like, okay, I'll take it, whatever. So yes, here is my beautiful space that I am sleeping here under the stars, and I absolutely love it so much. And yeah, we're gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get an early day started. I'm gonna try to really leave here early as much as I can, because there is a hour drive just down the mountain here, back down elevation. So yeah, and then once we get down, I have some stores and things to stop at, and then if I can get a shower in, that would be really great if I can do that. So fingers crossed on that. So yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me and watching this video, and for joining me on this little video here and joining me on all of my adventures so far. Thank you. I just cannot wait until this heat goes away and we're back into winter, and I can also be getting ready to head down to the south to go to Texas again. I'm really excited about that, where things are going to be all frozen over. That's going to be a whole other polarity and adventure on its own. But I can't wait. I hate this heat so much, so much. I just keep telling myself, 4 more months, and we're going to start getting colder weather, hopefully. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Mwah. Thank you so much. And until next time, blessed be and stay safe, everybody. And if you're out there traveling as well, stay safe out there. Bye, everybody.